Hey, thanks for watching. I haven't gotten a chance to play a lot of golf recently, so this was 2 weeks ago. I've had a ton of editing to do with all the Alaska stuff and a bunch of stuff that you guys haven't seen yet. So I haven't had a chance to edit a couple different vlogs that I've done. So this was 2 weeks ago at Rec Park, golf course in Long Beach, California, near me. Ben Hogan won on this golf course before. There's a famous picture right here at this very location where I'm standing, where Ben Hogan, I think, was going into a playoff with and beat Jimmy Demerit here. Pretty sure it's in the Long Beach Golf Hall of Fame. Anyway, so here I go. You can see I'm really trying to get my right arm activated as the first thing because I didn't hit any range balls, so I'm really trying to get the throwing feel going right out of the parking lot onto the course. All right, so I hit it was a fine shot. You can see it was just a little bit chilly and kind of damp out. Ball didn't really go anywhere, and I hit that a little thin too, so it just rolled out. Didn't really go anywhere. I think I had 165 in here, or maybe even further, maybe closer to 170. Hit a 7-iron and hit it good. It's hard to tell there, but that is on a pretty big downslope.
Yeah, the downslope was a little like that, so I had the Gary Player walkthrough, which actually I just came off this morning of watching a Gary Player clinic video.
More on that at the very end. If you guys stay tuned to the very end of this video, there's a little bit of a discussion that I put about what I'm feeling right now in the golf swing. You guys are interested in that kind of thing. All right, so here's my putt for birdie, going up the hill. It should go towards the front of the green a little bit.
Wow. Can you do mine for me? You know, it was less than a foot because I pulled it about.
All right, great birdie for me. I got grouped up with a group of guys, and I don't think they golf too often. So he had seen the line, so let's see how he can do. Same exact line up the hill. That's not going to be close. He did ask me if I had any tips, so I said, okay, well I'll put your swing and a couple of the things you do on video, and you can check out the channel and see what people have to say. So help him out a little bit and give him some advice in the comment section. All right, so we go to the par 4 11th hole. This is dogleg from left to right. Really what you want to do is start it just a little bit left of those palm trees and do a slight fade. So you can see the fade swing there. Kind of caught the ball on the toe side and worked the body aggressively, but it faded a little bit more than I wanted to. So now I can't really get to the green because I have to put a lot of loft on this shot to get it over the trees that are right in front of me. So that ended up short right of the green and not in a great spot. So birdied the first hole, but now I'm in a pretty poor position here. So just trying to feel like the amount of distance that I would have to go. The problem is I just swung directly into the hill rather than with it, and I put too much speed into it. So I have this for my par down the hill, very slope green. Hard to tell, it really is a lot of slope on this green. Okay, so here I'm lag putting, really just looking at the distance and then trying to make center face contact, really just trying to hit it in the center. That's really the only thought I have. Just react to the distance and hit it in the center of the putt, in the center of the putter. All right, so moving on to the par 3 12th hole. It's like 144 yards, 143 yards, short one. This is a pitching wedge, I think. Really swung to the finish, got real zippy up at the top. So that's good. Gonna have another birdie putt, which will be decent. So then, right after I hit my shot, he said, hey, if you have any tips, let me know. I said, you know what? Let me check it out, and then I'll give you a tip. So you guys what would you tell this golfer here that I was grouped up with? Said he's never really played any stick ball sports in his entire life. He just does cycling and running and things like that, endurance things. Doesn't really do any hand-eye coordination style sports. Alright, so this is for birdie. You can see that I hit mine just a little long left. So same thing. I'm just look and then hit it in the center of the face right to the target is what I'm thinking. That was a great putt. Alright, so close opportunity. I remain at 1 under par and just replace the mark there. Remain at 1 under par. Going into the 13th hole. 13th hole is short par 4. Really only like 310 from back here. And plays about that. This time in the morning it plays a little longer than that. So this, I will let you guys know just beforehand, I hit a weak block to the right that hits a tree and gets knocked down. So let's see if I can figure out why. Setup looks alright. A little bounce into it and just, yeah, just transition. I didn't get fully set up at the top. Started making my downswing before my backswing was
Great shot.
finished.
All right, 111 to a blue pin, which is in the back. And so this is a 110 club, so the wind's helping a little bit. So you choke up on this a little bit and get after it.
Yeah, so really got lucky with the yardage just to be perfect on a full wedge yardage. The lie there isn't great. It's kind of scrappy, but you can see I'm really trying to, because of the lie, I'm really just concentrating on getting all the way through the shot. Hit it really clean, and this ball went real close to the hole. Landed a little short, rolled out to that. So happy with that result for sure. Alright, so this is for birdie, and I nearly blocked this one out of the hole. I almost missed it. So I'm 2 under at the moment. Going into the par 5, you guys could see, so I'm doing kind of that Happy Gilmore style step and swing there. Helps me just stay aggressive. Good finish, not the best support up at the top still in the transition. And so here's our friend that I was grouped with.
Thinking too much. Yeah, get another one.
And he had just parred the last hole and was feeling really confident. And then I think he started to overdo what he was working on. But then this drive was great. So I'm trying to help people a little bit more. So I'm interested to hear in a wisdoms of the crowd kind of way what you guys would do for that golfer. Alright, so this is my monster hybrid on the par 5. So those lights in the distance, that's Blair Field where the Long Beach State Dirtbags play, baseball team. And I'm aiming right there for them. Just hit it kind of clunky. Yeah, it was just a little bit down on the ball. It's like down and thin, so it just didn't jump out to anywhere. So this is 100, and it's all the way in the back. It's like 122. It's an easy pitching wedge. Just a little right, but the distance was nice. And impact was really good, so I really like that one. So I have this left for my birdie to go 3 under. So getting it lined up. Old school squat. Go back to it and just try to read it, roll it, and hole it. Everything was okay. It's just it was kind of a bad read. Alright, so this is a par 4 short one as well. This is 321 or 318, something like that. Out of bounds all down the left-hand side, so naturally that was a block to the right, which is not that bad of a situation. This is all the way back in the fairway of the last hole. But good angle here. I think I just heard myself say 122. So I've had this kind of yardage all day. The lie was not good at all. You can see it's kind of burnt out there. But I got through that lie really nicely. Got aggressively to my left side and rebounded off of it. Pin high, just a little left.
The lie was crazy. Pin high to the left though.
We said that. Okay, so this I have a little bit of fringe obstructing my backswing. So the ball's on the green, but the fringe is going to obstruct the backswing. So kind of two things were working with me there. I was thinking that I was going to hit it thin, and then so naturally, because I knew I was going to hit it thin, I kind of intuitively hit it hard, but then it kind of overspun it and got it to this point. So really got to be clutch to make this one nice. Good job. Alright, so just thinking about it now, I realize I'm 1 under at the moment, not 2 under, because I bogeyed the 11th hole. So 2 birdies, 1 bogey, par 3, way uphill. This is like 140 yards again. Hit it right over the flagstick, just a little bit long. Good impact though. My impact has been good all day. So this is on the back part of the green. Definitely going to putt this. This is racing away from me. You can see how there's kind of a steep hill after the green there on the other side.
Yeah, I thought it was going to die 6 feet short.
Good touch on the legs for the most part today when I can get clean contact on the putter. So that's a par, remaining at 1 under. Going to 17th hole, this is a par 5. This, you usually want to have some kind of reasonable birdie putt on this hole. If not, some kind of eagle chip or somewhat of a chance. Block that out to the right. There's trouble left there. There's bamboo where a large family of skunks live on the left, so I didn't want to hit it into that bamboo. So now I'm here, and I'm going to have to punch it with my monster hybrid. So I got it choked up, and in order to punch it, it's going to feel kind of hooded on the backswing. And just real aggressive with the right hand. Just kind of keeping the cup in my right wrist a little bit longer. Okay, so I punched out to this point, and that just felt like tour to me. That felt so good, and then realized that I just didn't club the right way. I came up pretty well short. So this is for birdie. This is pretty flat. And I got the line all right, but it was jumping and hopping and skipping everywhere, which took a lot of the speed out of it. I was really grinding these putts, and I was thinking about this day, and it didn't really feel like my ball striking was that great. So I was like, so a lot of times you feel like you played really well, but really all you did was just putt really solidly. And today was a really good putting day. That was a really good putt. Because that wasn't easy, because the green is a little bit damaged right there and a little bumpy and stuff. Alright, this is the best drive of the day. So let's see, what do I do differently on this drive that I didn't do in those 2 blocks that I put there? And it's just all transition for me. It's just very patient in the transition and powerful. Well supported. And I crushed that. It was really good. Alright, so I have a 8-iron here, which is a little bit too much club, but I wanted to shape this left to right, so that was going to take some distance off of it. And you can see in the swing kind of how I'm kind of sawing to the left a little bit, trying to help it fade. It didn't really fade though, and so I went further than I wanted and a little bit straighter than I wanted, based off of my alignment anyway. But not in a bad spot. I'm on the fringe. If you guys have watched this channel more than 2 times, you probably know that I love to putt from the fringe. I got to figure out, somebody's got to tell me why I'm so good at putting from the fringe, but from the same kind of distance on the green, my make percentage on the fringe is just sky high. I don't know if it's mental or what.
Wow. Wow. Good thing I told you to leave it in. Almost like I planned it.
I think you might have planned it.
Because that was motoring pretty good. But it always looked like it was going to be in the hole. Yeah. 2 under. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Great putt at the end. I was watching in about 2012, Gary Player said that he had found a secret when he was 70 that he had wished he had known, and some of what Gary Player says is contradictory to what I'm working on, but this thing sounded interesting to me. Basically, you guys can look it up, try to find that Gary Player secret thing. It's actually very hard to find, but got me thinking about some other things. And basically, what I'm trying to do now is swing closed, and see how easy it is to go from closed to under the shaft. Whereas if I went open, that's easy to be on the side of the shaft. You see how this is under the shaft, and this is to the side of the shaft. So in my mind, there's a connection between open and then to the side of it, which for me is easy to do this then. And the connection now is closed, which is actually square to my spine and to the arc. So square and under the shaft. So that's what I was thinking of today. Square, under. And then downswing's all just, it's basically like a crow hop in baseball. So that's what I'm trying to do here in an underhand motion where I'm going. This feels like there's really no lower body, like big bump or no twist at all in the transition. It's just, so it's all together, it's square, under, step, throw. Square, under, step, throw. That's the feeling that I'm working with today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate you guys watching the videos. Click like and subscribe. Still have spots available for the October 28th and October 29th short game schools with Tim Yelverton, who teaches Kevin Kisner on the tour, teaches Jonathan Randolph on the tour, some women on the LPGA tour, all Americans. Really the best short game coach in the world. So sign up for that. There's just a few spots left. See you later. Bye.